Hello everybody, and welcome back or welcome to my channel. Today's video will be me making a romper. The first thing you want to do is get your pattern traced out, and I have mine traced out, and the fabric I will be using is this fabric for the main part of the romper, and then this fabric for the cuffs of the pant leg of the romper. And since I'm not going to be doing it on knit fabric like this stretchy fabric, I'm going to be doing it on woven fabric. And with woven fabric, what I'm going to do is I went a size bigger to 18 months. My son wears a 12 month, so I just went a couple size bigger so I can fit. But with a knit fabric like this one, you don't need to go a size bigger because the fabric stretch. This fabric doesn't stretch. So the first thing I'm going to do is just going to take my fabric and lay my pattern down on the folded side. So I'm going to go ahead and cut my fabric just like this. I'm gonna go ahead and cut around the pattern piece, and then I will be right back. Okay, so after I cut out my pieces for my romper, this is my front piece. I have my front piece cut out. I have my back piece cut out, and I also have a lining for the front and a lining for the back. The first thing I'm going to do is sew together my lining pieces. I'm going to sew straight down like this. So after I have sewn the two ends down, I'm going to do a zigzag stitch all along the bottom part of this. You can either do a zigzag stitch or you can use your serger on it. So after I had zigzagged this stitch along the bottom piece, this is just so it don't fray all the way up. It'll stop it from going past. Next, I'm going to take my front of the romper and the back right sides together, good fabric to good fabric, and I'm sew a straight line down each side, and then I'm going to sew the curve, and then I'm going to sew the curve. So I'm going to sew down from this point down to this point, from this point down to this point, and then I'm going to sew the curve. I'll be back. So after you went ahead and sewn these sides down and the bottom of the pant leg, and you want to leave this part open where the leg goes through at, you're then going to make sure you put something to let you know what's the front and what is the back if you're using the same fabric on the romper and on the lining piece. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the romper piece and you're going to put it good side fabric. You're going to take it and you're going to put it right sides out. So this is the front of it, and this is the back. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your lining and you're going to place the romper in between the lining like this. Make sure the back matches up with the back. And what you're going to do next is you're going to sew the lining onto the romper. You're going to sew the top edges close on the front part, around, and on the back part, and I'll be back. So once you get the romper sewed to the lining piece, you're going to take it and you're going to put it inside out and poke these pieces out. Like so. Next, what you want to do is take the iron. After you get it off, pop it out. Next, you want to do is iron out and then press down the seam so it can be flat. You're going to take your cuffs and you're going to sew a zigzag line to close the cuffs together, a zigzag line. After you sew your cuffs with a zigzag stitch, you're going to take your romper and you're going to sew together, or you have to turn your romper inside out. And you're going to take your cuff and you're going to sew a zigzag stitch all around on both sides. Next, after you have sewn your cuffs, after you've sewn your cuff on, you're going to get your utensils to use to make the snaps. So I'm going to use, I think I'm just going to use white. So I need one for the front and one for the back. I'm going to see where I want my snaps to be. And I'm just going to poke a hole and take one end of, poke a hole, put the male piece on, or put the female piece on, and then just clamp it with your tool. And then you put this on the back of it and put the other piece on. Let's double check. And then you clamp it. And I'm gonna do the same for the other side. The next one I will be doing will be for a stretchy fabric. So that step will be different from this one. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you back at my next video. Bye.